Shanha's story quest. Well, we're finishing that off today. Hold on. Alright, here we are.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Ginseng, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Perfect.
Thank you.
She's really eating them!
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
So, how come you chow down on feet? If Paimon had enough, Mora, Paimon would...
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious. But should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development. Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains. That proves it. Paimon knew she was an adeptus.
Yes, Paimon. You were
Enough
right.
about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right. Paimon almost forgot. We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition. And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was...
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you... Were you interested in the contest too, Shenhe?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Wow! You really don't have, but having an adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Then let's
You'll
not
welcome
delay.
you to your team.
I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as awesome. I do, however, believe it will be highly effective. We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
Shenhe.
Veto! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look,
Not in that
you
way.
want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down. So, for Plastrat...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over
Right,
there.
you.
So, it's you.
Baishu? What are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe
yeah.
for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo
Chi-Chi.
Pharmacy is very short-handed right now. I don't suppose any of you are looking for part-time work by any chance?
No. We've got other stuff to do. While you're here...
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare indeed. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Farmers Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me, just come to the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Alright. Let's go, Shanha.
Why does Lady Ningguang need so much wound dressing? Is it really such risky business?
See, that's why I didn't want to do any dailies.
Children, come.
Oh.
Oh, what is it, Granny?
Oh, no. You've done so much for Liyue Harbor. In fact, my old friends and I...
A gift? For Paimon?
When you traversed my old teapot...
I didn't really want to do
fortunately...
this quest, yeah.
Oh, I will not... The teapot that you entered previously was...
So, in the...
Oh, indeed. But that's enough nostalgia for now.
That's right. Fine.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need. What's more, I doubt that you would know how... Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner, since even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly... In any case, smaragdus jadeite is an adepti treasure, and the adeptal power within is not something that most human... Goodness knows that...
Well, since you're...
Yes. I suppose she does count as an adeptus.
She counts? How come there are so many adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an adept.
Oh, maybe so.
I'm back, Granny.
Yanfei.
Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Hi, Yanfei.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yanfei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yanfei, I believe you already heard of the traveler and his traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chiseng. What a shame. A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
All right, Yanfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's always been like this.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question.
An adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Well,
I'm
that's a bit casual for an adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign...
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny...
Is that so? Yanfei, are you sure you can't find some other way?
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already.
Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go. But there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement. Hold on a moment. Let me have a look.
Yeah, it was an accident though. Yeah, there was an accident. I was doing the Shenhe one.
That's a really thick book. Look.
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Krusell. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said, so, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck... Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
Wow.
Huh.
An Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Well, that's a first for sure.
Yeah.
We be a little more careful than usual while we're with him.
Well, we wouldn't need to worry, because we're going back to Shenhe. Because this was an accident. Huh. Look at all them markers. Feyun Comms Guild, here we go.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Huh?
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see.
I see. Have some...
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here.
Okay, thank God.
We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't
you.
counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
As well?
The truth is, the Feyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some sunset. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction. And a lot of interested parties have already come to us. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this...
500 million?!
Honestly,
so
I
expensive.
would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
That was a little while ago.
Without any Sunset Vermilionite...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Wait, weren't you doing this about, Ningguang? And you were like, wait until you see me with Shogun.
Who?
Who's your wife here?
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away. Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some Sunset Vermilionite. After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the Lisha area.
Just say wolf emoji, wolf emoji, wolf emoji. Never mind.
That's great! But is it really okay for us to just go
Oh, okay,
and take
stop,
his
stop.
treasure?
Seriously.
Wouldn't it be a little, disrespectful with him being an Adeptus?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother
Good.
him.
Open-minded. I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before.
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
Bye, Xingqiu.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine.
Ganyu?
Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially...
Okay, we will be. Thanks, Xingqiu.
Thanks, Xingqiu. Anything else,
Looks
Dad?
like the Jade Chamber rebuilding project will be fiercely competitive.
Just don't be weird. I don't care if you want to talk, but like, just don't take it weirdly. Oh, we got quite the track. Alright, looks like it's time to bring good old Kirara back out again for transport. Once I claim my rewards.
Ad Astra... Ad Astra...
Back to the mines you go. Oh yeah, Kirara.
All expenses paid.
So we've seen Baiju. Yeah, she's silly. She's a silly cat. Wait, what? Huh? Oh. Okay. Alright. So we gotta go up there. And go. Silly cat. Ooh, fuck you. Lucky tiny. Okay, I'm gonna get up to the mountain up there. Don't lose Kirara. Don't lose the track. I could easily do that.
Light.
Alright. Let's see, game.
Let's see. Xingqiu said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
Hi.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more closely.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there?
Come on, Sealy.
Don't blink!
I think he doesn't like me.
The Sealy got to here and then disappeared.
You don't know why it's
I'll lead the way.
Because Tainari wasn't there.
What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? Oh, so many clouds. It feels like we're high up in the sky.
Yeah, but I'm not at the point where I can even go to Natland yet.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the Sunset Vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Let Paimon see. Huh? Isn't that the Sealy from before?
Yep.
Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the clouds?
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place.
Well, Shanha will be replacing Tainari since Tainari's nearly dead.
Speed of light! Unleash! Boba, get them! Incoming!
No claymore user.
Speed of light!
Shanha? You're done? Jump attack? Never heard of that meta or whatever.
Obey!
Yeah, this is taking a while.
Unleash! Obey!
Done.
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
We'll switch then.
Manifest! Obey! By ordinance divine! Oh!
I'll uproot you!
The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Nice and spiked! Incoming!
Come on, Goba.
Unleash!
Done. Oh, cutscene. Yeah.
We're gonna fall! Is everyone okay? Look! Cecilia's disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
Speed of light!
Don't blink!
Finally.
Speed of light! Cut to the chase!
Unleash! Obey!
Oh. Oh no, I didn't bring the WoW. This is gonna be a long fight.
Don't blink!
Out of the frying pan!
I hear everything.
Speed of light! With sword comes shadow!
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
I'll bury you. Dust.
Honestly? No, you won't. Dead. After ages. He's finally dead.
Get them! Speed of light!
Forget it.
Manifest! Obey!
Finally. Oh. Oh, so he is alive. Nice peaceful music.
We're really gonna fall! Luckily there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise that could have ended very differently.
You alright, Paimon?
Hey! That Sealy's on the move again! Let's catch up with it!
Wait, what? Why is there a Shanha icon? Wait, what if I... Oh! I've never actually known that before. Okay, alright, let's heal up Tainari. Other two are okay.
Huh. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
Here we are. This part was a bloomin'... Yeah, this part was annoying last time I played it.
Cut to the chase! Speed of light!
Do your master's bidding! Unleash!
Incoming! Goba, get them! Speed of light! Nowhere to hide!
Die. That's what you get for ruining my... what's it called?
Obey! Manifest!
Ah.
One with the force. With the wind.
Gee, leave Tighnari alone.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Booba, get... With sword comes shadow.
Oh yeah, right,
Speed of
yeah.
light. Hey!
I would do that if Tighnari could last more than 3 hits.
Nice and spicy.
Yeah, I know.
Incoming.
I just use his burst because it charges really quickly as well. Come on, Shanha.
Unleash!
Oh, well that was a lot more better than the time before that. That's the 2 Geo dudes spawn now. Nope, no they don't. There he is. Say it, Paimon. Say it. Say, there's that Sealy chasing.
Look, over there. Could that be
Never
a
mind.
sunset vermilionite?
Oh, and he got his little buddy.
Speed of light.
Is this it? Is this the sunset vermilionite?
Don't sound so disappointed.
It's so huge. That's true, but then again, why isn't it floating?
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow, Shenhe, you seem to know everything about this.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after story. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in.
Hold on a sec. Paimon just realized something.
That her outfit is a dead giveaway of who she is.
If we activate it here,
No.
there's no way we'll be able to get it. But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure? Be careful.
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plaustrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My
I'm met
safety.
you.
That's right. Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything. But if something this heavy lands on you, you're gonna get yourself hurt. No matter, you gotta be extra careful when...
Is it now? Well then, thank you. I'll go on ahead with the Plaustrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
How is
Bye.
Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Northland Bank, you are our closest one. And again, Tighnari's hurt. There she is.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself?
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations! This item is approved for submission. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item.
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhua and Ningguang's little helper.
Ningguang's little helper.
So you're the
Violent.
ones behind this. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found?
In truth, it is the finest piece of plostrite we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodation. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot...
Shenhua, Shenhua, just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises.
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold her...
I've had similar compliments before.
Well,
They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
But I am not...
Shenhua?
you're right.
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
No need. I simply need to...
You can't do that. It's dangerous. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed.
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
I thought that said Seagull Sunset.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts. So business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here when you did.
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is... Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me, I'll leave you to it.
Shenhua, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other room's ready. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Paimon couldn't help but notice one of the guests walk in with a huge grilled chicken drumstick before. Let's buy one for Shenhua, too. She can have it as a midnight snack. Or save it for breakfast tomorrow.
All right. I will head to my room for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing here? Let's go and say hi.
Kirara? We need you.
All expenses paid.
One trusts you have met Shen-He. So, are you getting along?
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhua too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shen-He to some degree.
Cool. So, what's her Adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhua feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful.
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shen-He have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adeptus...
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shen-He is human.
Oh, right. Wait,
Also.
what? You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who didn't know?
Again.
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. One first found Shen-He by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shen-He, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal that she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born.
Dang.
One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day?
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects...
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a...
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing... Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shen-He has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so... However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, the Moon Carver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful. It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shen-He's path has crossed with yours.
Oh, now Paimon gets it.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that while Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching. Be sure to get ample rest. There seem to have been a growing number of tales told regarding Shen-He in recent years. Perhaps she was seen on the previous occasion when she secretly ventured out from the mountain. One has heard that a playwright in Liyue Harbor wrote an opera based on the legends told about her. It is called The Divine Damsel of Devastation. The play portrays her as making a stand to protect her fellow villagers. One can only surmise that every story needs a hero.
Okay. Like Bob was saying.
So, Shenhua isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti. Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kind of hard to deal with.
Yeah, don't say. Whoops, that's mail.
Hey, so, Shenhua...
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you. So I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything. After all, master is... very talkative.
Yep.
Sorry, Shenhua. Paimon had you...
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner. Because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Adepti, too.
Well, don't word it like that.
Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title friend very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should... But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going. After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Oh, we got a little meowing.
Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky! But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Hi, Byron.
Hey, Byron! And
Beidou, Yun
Yun. No?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into... Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to...
One moment. I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Bye then.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch. Wait, I know you. You're the one who fought against the Vatuian Osile, right? Oh, sure enough, your reputation precedes you. Pleased to meet you. I'm Beidou, captain of the Crux.
Beidou? Are you here to join the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of Sunset Vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yoon, or Yoonjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler. I'm sure you've heard of them before. And this is... sorry, I'm not sure we've met.
Shenhe. I am their... friend.
Good to meet you. Well, from today on, I guess all of us are friends. Miss Yoon is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side. Wow! So it looks like the three of us are Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but...
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think? Sounds great, but how does that change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yoon. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Su Ling if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful.
Sounds good.
We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Bye, Beta.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are you gonna ask me? I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion. Ooh, what's the opera called? The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus. It's called The Divine Damsel.
Oh. Like game? So you should.
Ad Astra at... Thank you for complete...
Hey.
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf? Or do you need something forward?
Excuse me, Master Zhang.
Of course I have. Sorry, who's asking?
My name is Yoonjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that
Yoonjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon. Sorry, my brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. Everyone's heard of you, Miss Yoon. Even folks who don't make it to the opera all that often. Like myself. So, you're here to ask about wonder cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she... The types of ore needed to make wonder cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang...
No? We were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Sure. Well, you'll need two kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with visions. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subrosium, though, that's trickier. I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount... Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter Iron around Mount Tianheng. And if you run into any locals, ask them a few questions about Subrosium.
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation also takes place on that mount. I hear the view there is quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the Adepti. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration.
Tianheng. Wait, what happens if you drop the cat? You get no teleport. Hold on, game. There we go.
I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. Indeed, The
Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. Huh. Seems like you have a real connection with this place. What's the story about, though?
It's the story of a girl becoming a hero.
Cool. A hero story?
The legend first arose in this area. In that village, the wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, if you want to live, you must sacrifice a child.
What a nasty piece of work!
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster.
No! Don't do it, little girl!
Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world. And so, destined to grace but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air.
I really like this story, but I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience, with the character of the divine damsel.
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon!
On Earth? Hey, we can do one now. Let's just unlock. Another time. It gives off a little glow. Oh, they all do. So that's what that weird humming was.
There should be enough Star Splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Huh.
Hello, sir. We were just...
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Shenhua, Yunjin, let's have a look around.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're alive. The rumors were true. I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium. But I think you can find... This place is deserted now. No one ever comes here. So you can rummage around all you want.
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's see what we can find in this...
Alright, let's see what we got.
What's this?
Oh.
So... Shenhe is the divine damsel? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus. And she is about the right age. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. I should have noticed it earlier. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father. Oh, The truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. Oh, it looks like my father may need to make a few revisions to his beloved opera.
Oh.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
You're always concerned with treasure, aren't you? Branch of Axis used to live in the village.
So it seems that Shenhe's father thought he was summoning a benevolent deity using a magic incantation. But in fact, he summoned an evil god's remains, which his obsessive yearning for his deceased wife led to a terrible tragedy. The villagers moved away. Still, I do wonder what the connection is between Shenhe and Mingjin.
Paimon, you didn't talk once.
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Sabrosium. Let's have a look over there.
Once I see some cool lapis.
This is it! So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk, and we'll find us some Sabrosium. Let's go back and tell Shenhe the news!
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty. I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end.
Goodbye.
Shenhe, look! This tells us how to find Sabrosium.
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details...
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me,
It's okay. I like your version. My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Not as far away as you
Don't
think.
worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be.
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Let's go! We can't let someone else beat us to it!
They were having an important moment there, Paimon. Wait, can the cat swim? No. No, it cannot.
Don't blink!
Oh. Evening.
In adventuring, as in business.
Hi, Duck.
Speed of light!
There it is.
That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in!
Master Zhang, we got your
Curious
suburban.
if Beto's made any progress.
Wait, not talking to Beto. That means no Beto.
Oh, goodness.
So,
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll guess now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I
There
ran
she
into
is.
a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of research.
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your business. Don't worry. It won't take me too long.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next, but where should we find items relating to—
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got this then?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about making sigil. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent— Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too long. There's so much basic knowledge that maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way, I'm very glad to have—
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't— But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship. There'll be a drink waiting for you.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the sigils.
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work. Maybe I'll learn something.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's, I can assure you there will be no quality issues.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
great! Let's go submit them before someone else...
Grabs them and then takes them away. Let's read the descriptions. The core to Jade Chamber mechanisms, when combined with Adeptus sigils, they can be used to control the center. And we need the sigils themselves. They contain dense adeptal energy. Here's a little helper. Oh. Where exactly do you put them? In Guam? I find it funny that she already grew lily pads in there. And got some rocks. But what happens if I try and go in? It won't let me in, got it. Yikes.
Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, already? All three of you found them together. Okay. I see the Wonder Cores and Adepti Sigils look good. It seems that we found our winners.
Hey.
I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and Beidou.
Final?
It's over already?
Uh-huh.
I haven't even found the Plostrite yet.
I can't believe it. So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Huh? Where's Beidou?
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
Oh, yeah.
Alright then. Guess we'll head on up to the Jade Chamber first. This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up to the Jade Chamber was ages
yesterday.
ago.
The rise of the Jade Chamber.
Combine the Adepti Sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work. Now it is time for me to fulfill my promise.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here, in the newly built Jade Chamber? The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens. I can think of no better stage for you than here, Miss Yun.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly. Please allow me to bring all these aboard the Jade Chamber.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
The Traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
You're next.
Certainly.
What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Wow. You're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, an instinct for what is a good opportunity. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow. Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, so I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
I'll just imagine him once Aether found the meme, and Paimon just retreats back to Liyue to work for Ningguang.
Oh, great! So next time we run out of Moro, we just need to come to Ningguang? No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
I didn't even ask.
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
Oh, a sense of belonging?
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon.
I see.
Hey, what's going on?
Beto.
I just went to see the fleet a little later than expected.
Come on, Beto. It's your turn.
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not going to be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are
that's what
ready,
it was.
and the Millelith have set up an ambush.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back.
Keep
Stay
running
alert.
down you already.
Beto, Ningguang, what are you talking about?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that you don't know.
Oh.
When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Teyvat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world, and I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence!
Yay! Huh. Yeah, the Lumine version of this is a bit better. Oh, Shanha. Oh, side. Nope. Base.
Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Base.
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming.
Beto sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No. In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
Hey. Where she is, there's a voice. Don't hurt Kikun. Oh.
All hands! Tsunami incoming!
What's that? Wait! A giant wave!
Kikun. Come on. That's not gonna do anything. See?
Cursed child! Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Good job. There she is. Death. Come on, Shanha. Let's go.
What are you doing here?
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk!
Oh wait, no.
I hardly see this as a great risk.
No, Kiro.
People of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death...
Ah, come on. We need food first. Right there.
We'll help you! Race you! Eat this!
Obey!
There's one dead.
Manifest! Cut to the chase!
Dang. At least we got one dead already, one at half HP. All that stuff. Thanks.
I'll be fine.
You certain?
Incoming!
Wind blade!
Unleash!
Some vortex.
Speed of light! With sword comes shadow.
Hey. Last one. And dead.
She's getting away! Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her. If the place collapsed, the consequences would be disastrous. Let's head back.
On it. Alright.
I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with.
Good.
She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are the Millilith?
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millilith, thank you for your service.
Just like
Great.
to hear in the story.
Then next time I watch Miss Yoon's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, we must be prepared.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong Ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking. You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared to the last time. Hence, on balance,
What are you doing? Sending them?
one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory.
Oh my gosh, he was. I was
But
joking.
there will no doubt be further trials to come in the future. Do not suppose that one will not continue observing you hereafter.
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from... Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Aww.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of Shenhe. She is a dear child. In fact, one has many fond
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. They are all like this. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
One shall be crying in the corner.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber when you have recovered your... We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis.
Okay, this is taking a while. No, wow. Dear. Yeah, dear.
I got you, boss.
There she is.
The Millilith's casualties are within the range we expected, but in hindsight, there were still flaws with our plan. If we'd had more time, we could have built a barrier here to absorb the impact of the waves. We must learn from this experience and never repeat the same mistakes again. We were fortunate to have your assistance this time.
Aww.
Thank you.
Say goodbye to Paimon. Where's Ganyu then? Isn't Ganyu up here? What's that? Oh, okay. Come on. Okay, I'm not gonna make it. Okay, we'll need to try a Kaya one. Kaya?
Ready when you are. Dodge this! Freeze! Dodge this!
But if I even got the keys for it, I better have.
Cool it!
Wait, let me just save myself the time and worry. Yes, I have.
Freeze! Dodge this! Freeze!
Yeah, I should be able to do
Don't
that.
blink! Hey!
Bit violent.
That's everything. On to the
On
next.
to the next. Alright. Still got one more bit to do. And that's to watch the show.
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks amazing.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view from the Jade Chamber to be an equally gratifying indulgence.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed... I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today. The one written by her father. I've been so excited.
Hey! Look! Miss Yun is going on stage!
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Can her.
神女劈冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。
来了呀！ Look on the back of that
茫
crane.
茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally,
Brilliant.
I thought I sang rather well.
It was beautiful. Paimon wants to learn too.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Thank you. I think I've found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are. Great to see you. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, wait. You're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The Divine... Let me pull up a chair, all right.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Uh-oh. This feels all too familiar. Shenhe...
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Shanna was soon kicked off the premises. Alright.
To act, one must first feel. After our trip to Mount Tianheng together, I felt much more in touch with the character today. I believe I was able to deliver a more profound performance because of it. Next time I have a new opera, may we study the character together again.
Shanha, what you got to say?
Now that I think about it, I'm glad Master sent me here to deliver the sigils. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the chance to meet you. I'm sure I have much to learn from you in the future.
Thank you.
I wonder when I'll be able to build a jade chamber of my own. It'll take a lot more wealth than I have now. But hey, you've got to dream big.
The non-drunk.
Drinking and watching opera in the Jade Chamber. A rare and exquisite pleasure.
Hey, drunkie.
More wine! More wine!
Ingron, anything
You've
to
made
say?
an exceptional contribution toward the building of the new Jade Chamber. I will not forget this. I shall be...
By joining my party? I thought that was more treated as a story quest. Well, we've got 2 wishes, so let's make them count. Something good, something good, something good. No. Alright. Something good now, please. Please, 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 please. Nope. Oh, we got 1 more. Now something good. Pretty please, pretty please, pretty please, pretty please, pretty please. Now. My luck has not been on par for the past 2 days. If you Perfect. Alright. Oh, yeah. Huh? Oh. Neat spring crystal. Oh, you're just sulking around. Skulking. Whatever. I suppose I can make a start on Dane. That one. One start, Catherine. Been a while since I've been over here. There we go.
Traveler, please, over here. It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild. Are your adventures going smoothly?
I'm cleaning you out.
Is that so? Apart from your own skills, reliable teammates are also indispensable when adventuring.
Like one of them's literally overtaken him.
Another person to count on is always good after all. But recruiting such dependable companions is no easy matter.
Yep, And it's even harder to get a guide as good as Paimon.
Paimon, your ego is going to be larger than the whole of Teyvat.
Yes. I do have some information that may be of help to you. Let me consult our records. Ah, there it is. There's been a certain blonde stranger.
Blonde. Dress. Wait! Do you mean, does that stranger's face look any—
Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more different. This stranger is a very tall man, and even has an eye patch.
You're not wrong, but you're not right.
Seriously? How does this have anything to do—
That stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't say that I know anything about the relationship between him and Mr. Kaya. Nonetheless, you can look for him if you're interested. After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy to accept a fellow adventurer's requests. And should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed, he would certainly be a big help on your journey. Please
Sounds
don't
like
talk
he's a
down
tough
on yourself
customer.
like that. Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the— Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask Mr. Lawrence. He stands guard at the city gate. I wish you every success, adventurer.
Dane. Dane's left. Daney Dane boy. Dane Dane Dane. Dane man. Dane boy. Dane Chad.
Honorary knight is something. A stranger with an eye patch. He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I found rather suspicious. I lost him pretty quickly. Still, I didn't think that this was such a huge matter that we needed our outrider to pursue him by air. As long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing to fear from some suspicious
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean, she'd take this way more seriously.
That is true. But on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean... Anyways. Oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy for a while before I tried tailing him. He might have said something to Wagner. You should go ask him.
What? You need something? Here. I remember him. He showed up a few days. Can't say I've heard of any of the materials he mentioned, though. He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that he can be found drinking at the Angel's Share. If the Knights or the Guild want to get hold of him, that's the only place to be.
The Angel's Share? Well, Master Diluc probably has his eye on that stranger too then. Anyway, let's go to the Angel's Share and have a look.
Hard work is all there is.
And I can get free food from you. Oh. Hi, Charles.
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Hey, Charles! Have you seen a blonde stranger with—
That I have. He comes here every night. He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders them. I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes.
And what's Master Diluc's opinion?
Why, I just gave it to you.
Investigating everything?
If you're looking
We're
for that
doing
gentleman,
Dane right now
he ordered
since we've
some new
already
bottle
finished
of wine
Shenhe's
in advance
quest.
yesterday. So he should be here today too. There's too many raucous patrons on the first floor, so if you want to wait... Ah, welcome, sir.
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
Oh,
No intention of paying us any mind, huh?
A traveler, you say? Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there, then.
So, guess we've...
Don't start talking immediately like that, Paimon.
That little one beside you.
Emergency food.
True, and you know it.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travel. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me? Sure.
Huh?
He was so cold just a moment before.
But I will require advance payment.
How much?
500 mora, and 3 answered questions. The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment.
Why only 500 more anyway?
That's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of...
Ah, thank you. Now, as for my questions, I'd like you to answer. The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong, only about differences in attitude. I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only... Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis? I know everything that I should. Well, answer the question.
What was the question again? Who was the key to ending the crisis? Fanny?
Is that your answer? I see. Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity? So that's your answer? I see.
Because a key crit.
Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions, and those who didn't. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods?
Those with visions.
This is your answer then. It seems that you're different from her.
Huh?
I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world. As we agreed, you may now come. That said, I only take... Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose... Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the fangs and claws. I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the Abyss mages.
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against the Fatui and Liyue, who are human too. We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all.
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders to avoid your path.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something. Uh-huh. We're super duper strong.
That manner, it's just like hers. Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the Temple of the Falcon. Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps you're...
Alright, hold on, game. I'll do this, then I'm gonna end the stream there.
I'll lead the way.
Oh, this feels familiar. Remember when I was doing this with Amber?
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the Abyss, the Falcon of the West. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover under the light of the gods. Oh, it's nothing. Let's head inside.
Okay. Once I heal.
scent of the abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
Paimon wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
No idea.
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, it'll spare me the explanation either way.
Can't see? Keep up.
Finally.
Incoming. Speed of light. Hey! Don't blink.
And I'll make the whole room go electro. Oh, hate those.
Enshroud!
Booba, get them!
Speed of light. With sword comes shadow.
Disappear!
Just a few abyss mages? Seems like that herald might have the abyss. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive, and the creatures of the abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archons.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dame.
Well, we do have some history. I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom. Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf. Perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there.
Do you mean the wolf hook traces? Fine, I'll do this one. I'll do it here just so I can glide. Kirara? Come on now.
Anything you need delivered?
Come on.
Did someone drop their package?
Well, we're in Wolfendom now. Think Dane's waiting for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
What's
lead the
Razor
way.
gonna do? Oh. Well, you found that bug.
Lord of Wolvendom. Great wolf, sharp of fang and keen of claw. And yet dwelling here... No. Nor does it know me. I only know these things because of previous traveling All right. Let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
But where do we begin? Are you standing here because of...
Indeed. See that? Floating above. Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind So... They're...
Windblade!
Whoops.
Don't blink!
And there's another one of those bonfire spells! Looks like the Abyss really has been a place! Where do these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick!
No, we don't have to. Can't just waste the time doing that.
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kind of scary. Let's beat them up first.
Speed of light! Incoming!
Whew, that's that! Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss.
The Abyss. Anyway.
Have you finished searching? I searched around these parts and found some signs myself, but they were left behind by Abyss mages. It seems that even an Abyss Herald would not wish to make trouble with the wolf. We should leave as well.
But now we're out of lead?
No. There is one more place. Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at Storm Terror's lair.
Over before you even started, really. I am the first field tiller and all. Sorry for any spoilers.
Don't blink!
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, but I suppose that this place is more lair than Storm Terror at this point. In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of Old Mondstadt, the Dragon of the East had yet to fall.
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect. Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
Alright.
Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
To the chase!
Can't see? I'll uproot you! And shroud!
Don't blink! Hey!
Oh, more.
Nowhere to hide. Incoming!
Can't see?
Don't blink! Hey! Got lucky that time. With sword comes shadow.
Man.
And shroud!
Die.
I hear everything!
Don't blink. Speed of light. Hey! Nice and spicy. So in the end, we still couldn't find.
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly.
No, you're right.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them. Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience from adventuring together with that traveling companion.
You know, Dane, where are they now?
She
let me...
no longer travels.
Oh.
I'm afraid that traveling can be...
Oh, is that how it is?
I still have some things left unfinished.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place. Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty, but Liyue's one.
Yeah, Liyue would be brilliant.
Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay while you're still traveling, you should...
Oh.
Huh? What's familiar?
A familiar feeling. It could be someone you know well. Whichever it is, we can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's go.
Wait, didn't I climb up here before?
Whoa, Dane moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up.
Yeah, climb on. I see it. I'll do this just for him.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you...
But it doesn't feel like there's anything...
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any... My traveling companion brought me here. Me? I no longer remember. I merely followed my Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here?
With Limine.
No peace to be found,
I remember that trailer.
even for a single dandelion.
Flashbacks.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out. Huh? You mean your sister? But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of... As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
You're saying some real...
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. At least you now know that she is still on this world. At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find her itself. Yes, and this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey.
Huh?
Only for now. Don't worry. We will meet again. After all, I did take 500 mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
Oh, he keeps looking at them. Oh, that's brilliant. How he always looks at them. Like, oh, so sweet. Alright, I better end it here before he spends an hour watching him. But we still got one more wish to make. Make it a good one, please. We're farming. We're farming. We starved. Lads, we starved. Alright. Goodbye.